and Jean Naumann, all from the International Ice Hockey Federation. We'll be doing the officiating, one referee in International Ice Hockey, and we are underway. These are two surprise teams in the sense that they go into this game with a chance to move on. That had not been anticipated. Vanduls on the far side. Latvia is in white. Germany in the dark jerseys for this game. Moved in off the near side boards and against the wall. Kirk's had it and lost it. It'll go to Urbe, who touches it up. First time he's handled a puck in Olympic play ever. That one deflected away at center, and the German defense goes to work.
The big thing here is this German team plays a 1-4, 4 men across their own blue line. The Latvian team, this is a team that likes puck possession. They don't like to throw the puck deep. Two different styles, and the Germans will hit more than Team Latvia.
Gustav sent that around the far side boards. The bigger ice surface. You try and spread it out a little bit if you're the offensive team, trying to move the defenseman and create some lanes to pass in. Can be difficult against this German team, though, because they play some very tough D. Cleared around by Martin Reichel out of the zone. Both teams will change it up here. That'll be whistled on the icing call.
Caution beginning. Cautious, very cautious beginning to this game. Hans Zach said, we will not change anything. We will hit, we will play solid, we will play tough, but we will keep our sticks down. He said, we like to play tough hockey, but clean hockey.
Hans Zach, the German coach, who came in here saying our chances of moving on to the next round are about 99-1. And therefore, we gave him the nickname of Sandbagger to start the Olympics, because his team was ready to play.
Another slow start to this one. It will pick up. The German strategy is to try to make it 0-0 through the first period. That's what they want to do. Really be defensive, frustrate the Latvian team, make them open it up, because they have to win, and then counter and get some offense.
Face off to the right side of Urbe. First shot maybe, or even a save made on a point chance. Urbe down on top of it. Welcome to the Olympics. Darren Pang with us at ice level. Darren?
Gary, a couple of key injuries for both respective clubs, and they both came in the tournament against the Slovakian hockey club. And for the German team, you remember in game one, Jörg Mayer went down, took that shot to the face, lost 2 teeth, broke his jaw, obviously will not return. As far as the Latvian squad, Haris Vitolic hurt his right knee against Slovakia. He is back for this one, though, fellas.
Vitolic is playing. He is the leader of this team. Germany chasing the face-off back into their own end in the dark uniforms and moving it up. Runrich is their leading scorer. Not on the ice at the moment. Keep an eye out for number 20, though, in the dark uniforms. He is their veteran player and leader.
And Vitolic is on the ice right now for the Latvian team. Seems to be skating well. Was able to practice yesterday after having problems with a knee.
Martinson sent it back in around the net. Couldn't be handled by Seidenberg of Germany. Seidenberg over there, but overskated the puck, picked back up by Vitolins. And Germany will get it out back on D. However, Latvia making sure 2D and a forward were back to cover. Reichel in the corner looking. Reichel will take it. Defenseman actually had it in his skate. Didn't realize it. Cleared up the near side. Panteliev's able to clear it out of the zone. Germany on the intercept. Abstreiter came back into the middle. Abstreiter got it off. Urbe out! Score! What a play by Abstreiter to set it up, and Reichel gives Germany a 1-0 lead.
Talk about hands and skill, cutting right through the middle around the defenseman and around Arturs Urbe. Fantastic play. Semyonov is the defenseman, 27, who will have trouble as you'll see Abstreiter move in. Here's the play where the puck's turned over. Abstreiter on the puck. Here's 27 right around him. Beautiful pass in front, and a goal scored. Gorgeous play up the ice for Team Germany.
Reichel gets the goal. That is going to be the first of the Olympics for him, and that is not the way Latvia wanted this to start, because that puts even more pressure, JD, on Urbe in net.
I thought Urbe made the save, but the puck slipped underneath his pad. Reichel scores the goal. His brother plays for the Toronto Maple Leafs.
Good hit put on. Lavin's going into the corner, jammed up. Urbe trying to reach for it, got a glove on top, and will freeze it for the draw.
Referees in this Olympic tournament, I've been instructed, if there's scrums after a whistle, hand out penalties, so they have to be careful. Reichel goes around the defender, and they see the poke check, and there I thought Urbe with his left pad backed himself up in case he missed with the poke check. Watch the left pad. Oh, went off his toe. Went off his toe. Arturs Urbe was nearly there. Reichel beat him. 1-0 Team Germany. And this allows that German team to really clamp down defensively with the lead.
2:21 the time of the goal. Reichel gets his first of Olympic play ever. Abstreiter picking up the assist on it. Latvia being chased back in behind the net. Good forechecking job. Ustorf played 3 years in the United States, in Portland actually. And Ustorf, one of their leaders on defense. Knocked away at center ice. Kirk's had it. You see how it's lined up by Germany, forcing the dump in along the far side wall, chased into the corner. Goloviski's had it, stepping up. The D trying to hold it in. Latvia will chase down into the corner. Goloviski's came over to get it. He is a scorer in white. Played off the far side. So long as Germany can keep the Latvian forwards working against the wall and not in the middle area, they'll take it all night. That'll be sent the length of the ice on an icing call. 1-0 early score. Germany's up.
What is that? What is that?
Curling, an ancient Scottish ice sport, played with a 42-pound stone.
Want expert answers whenever you need them? Come to Office Depot, where our people listen, understand, and help.
How can I have fewer office machines?
You can maximize space with an all-in-one.
It'd be nice if everything was like that. Office Depot. What you need to know. Proud sponsor of the 2002 U.S. Olympic team.
Germany right back on the attack. They score! Centering pass after the dump in went behind the net. Germany's got a 2-0 lead. Daniel Kunze puts it home. Wow.
Gary, not only did Germany score, but just before the goal at the other end of the ice, Machivskis was injured. So Latvia gives up a goal to the German team, and they get a player injured. Here's the hustle by the German team as the puck was put in front. Kaithan put past Urbe with a quick shot, and the German team is, look at that quickness. Artur Urbe with no chance. And this German team now flying. They've had goals from 2 different lines.
So a 2-0 lead, and it's been the pressure they've put on by getting the puck down deep that's created the opportunity. Goldman cleared it around. Germany gets it back through center ice. Abstreiter able to clear it in. There it will be chased down by Vitolins, the 33-year-old veteran from Latvia. Now Latvia being pressed here to get some goals. Cleared back in the far side, a little room. Tambievs couldn't do anything with it. Played back onto the point. Chance there, went wide and in behind the net to the near side corner. A 2-0 lead, and Artur Urbe's got to be stunned right now in net for Latvia. Goals at 2:21, 4:07. Let me correct the goal. They've given it to Saccio. Saccio gets the second goal to make it 2-0.
So they've had a goal from the third line. They've had a goal from Saccio, who's the centerman on their second unit. You'll see the beautiful pass right here through the middle. Oh, went off Urbe's stick. Back in front. Saccio was right there. 2-0 in favor of the Germans. Remember this, Latvia's got to win. So they have to score 3 to come back and win this thing, and they have not registered a shot on goal yet.
4 shots already on the board for Germany in taking the lead here. Germany has been able to score without having to have a lot of shots. Both of these teams have been able to do that. That one's going to be whistled on the offside call with a face-off icing. Face-off all the way back the other way.
Automatic icing here at the Olympics. And for the Latvian team, remember they were down badly to the Slovaks, yet they were able to come back. Artur Urbe was very nervous yet excited. I think he'll settle in though, Gary. I really do. He's a world-class goaltender. Proud. Gosh, is he proud to play here in this thing.
He's going to have to do that right now, JD, because Nose cannot let this team get behind 3-0 in this game. Alexander Skurch sent it back into the corner and paid the price for it. Jamming up there. Galafias lost control of it up the near side. Officials going to let it go.
Well, the other thing is that it's time for his team to find some offense against this bigger German team.
The German team's been able to press the puck right there. Another interception. That physical play forcing turnovers. Rummerch out there lost control as he went behind the net for Germany. Goloviski's had it. Tipped away to center. Latvia wants to change it up. Gun in from center. Be able to knock it down. And it'll be played back in behind the net as both teams will change it up. So a real surprise start here as Germany has taken the 2-0 lead early on in this game and quieted the Latvian fans who are out here in good numbers today. Latvia will get their quick skaters out there. Maskieva has a chance on a tip. That will be held onto, and the first shot Mike Silliger has had to work against.
Yeah, he held on nicely, no rebound. Again, his team figures, we'll let teams get one shot, but try and get 2 or 3 against our guy. Look at the nice job on the right side by the defenseman, knocking people away. That Schubert did a great job to allow his goalie to see the shot.
Fell back in, but stolen behind the net. Germany coming up with turnovers. Goldman cleared it up, but not out. Centering pass, they'll go to the point for the chance. That one's going to be deflected off the stick and wide rather than going down low. Martinez has had the opportunity again from that left point. Latvia getting around the defenseman, centering pass. Great setup on the move to get around the defenseman. That left the net wide open as Silliger had answered. The passer, not the scorer.
Nazibis, number 17, will make the play. 3 forwards in the same corner. Look at that pass work. Look at this move. That's the Nazibis. Watch him now draw the crowd, move the puck across, and it's in just like that. Look at the move. Now everybody goes to him. The Germans break down. Beautiful pass across. So the line of Nazibis, Cyprus, and Machevsky is able to score and cut the lead down to 2-1 for the Germans.
That is a vitally important goal. Cyprus will be credited with a goal. It is his first of the Olympic year, and it makes it a 2-1 game. The Latvian team had to have that one and not fall behind. They got it. And they're looking for the other. Vidolins deflected to the near side on the turn. Padalieves takes it back in behind the net. Padalieves, who can skate and score, played with the Bruins and the New York Islanders. Wound up, no chance there. Padalieves carried it into the middle, blocked to the attempted clear. Sorotkins takes it into the corner. Sorotkins, Latvia now getting in front. Oh, all alone, didn't realize it. Padalieves was all by himself in that slot area. Gets it back, goes to the net, got knocked down. Penalty coming. It'll be on Germany. It's going to be a delayed call.
Did he ever get knocked down? Pantaleon down. The Latvians will have the first power play. You know, Gary, in this game, each team is playing 3 lines, and the same line is playing against each other every single time.
Now you got a delayed whistle here. The extra skater is out for the Latvians. Germany's got to control the puck before it is whistled. Gertz brings it in, dumped it around the far side. They'll try and get it out in front of the net here and try and get a chance. Gertz sent it back up onto the point. This is actually a power play before the whistle is even blown. There's the possession.
Take away the cameras, take away the crowds, take away the medals and the clock, the other athletes and the judges, and what do you have left? A really fit guy who needs a job.
Monster is proud to find great jobs for our U.S. Olympians and millions of other Americans.
Latvia's 3 for 10 on the power play. In the previous 2 games they have played, they are going to get an opportunity right here. Kuntz picked up the penalty at 7:59 for roughing. The first penalty of the game. Latvia in white gets the power play opportunity. Germany has given up only 1 power play goal and 8 chances by the opposition. They have scored a short-handed goal in these Olympics. So let's see if Latvia can get this thing tied up right here.
They'll try and make a pretty play. It's their style.
Bond goes on in front. Blocker save. The attempted clear is out of there by McKay.
Matissons, the smart, oldest player, defenseman, number 28, moved in and had the good shot through the screen.
Matissons is the man they look to on the point on this power play. There he is right there, number 28. They want him shooting the puck from the point. He's heading off in the line change. That shot deflected. Cyprus, who had the goal for Latvia, never got that one through the legs.
You don't see them do that very often. They don't like to take those shots when the shooting lane's blocked. The Latvian team is just like the old Soviet Union teams. Puck possession and fancy plays.
5-4 the shots in favor of Germany. Latvia getting back, though, after they started this game with no offensive chances. Tipped in front. Silliger's got it, and there is no rebound.
A good tip. The ZVs, number 17, was actually being shoved away from the front of the net, reached out and redirected. Here's the reason they're on the power play. Wham! 41, Kuntz of the German team with the big hit. He's the reason his team is shorthanded right now.
Silliger able to find it and hang on. Power play continues. Babic working one of the points. Number 2 on top. There he is in the middle in the umbrella power play. Seifers, the man 29 they were trying to get that pass to, deflected away to center. Power play still underway here. 25 seconds left on it. Latvia in white. They've got the extra skater out there. Turn. Vasilevsky will move it in. There's Seifers, who bats it into the corner, but it'll be whistled on the offside. You don't want to do that when you got the power play. That gives that defensive short-ended unit a chance to change and rest.
Well, the Latvian team has had 5 of the last 6 shots on goal, so they have now evened the shots at 5 apiece, as Team Germany had the first 4. So Latvia got the game back a little bit after being down a couple.
Latvia has been able to score on 23% of their shots. That is the best percentage in this Olympics. Germany at 15% is second in that department. From center, big leg kick save on that one. And the penalty is over. We're back to 5-on-5 hockey. Ignatiev from center, considered to be the best defenseman on this Latvian team, just whistled that one in, and Silliger blocked it.
Talked about it, Gary. Look at this thing. Through the screen, skips a little, and Silliger able to knock it into the corner. By the way, I talked to only the goalie, Olaf Kolzig, who's, of course, part of this German team. If they win this game, he will fly here tomorrow and start practicing. He's coming off a knee injury. He had the results of an MRI. His knee is not nearly as bad as what was first thought. And is he excited for this German team? And Ole, the goalie from the Washington Capitals, just thrilled they're playing so well.
All these NHL players hoping to get an opportunity. 17 of them involved in this first round, and then about 8 times that many will be involved once the so-called Big 6 teams arrive here in Salt Lake. Martin Reichel, who's got a goal, is battling in the corner. 22 for Germany, waiting for it. Got it back, looking out in front is Reichel. Reichel's the man they're trying to get set up in front. Penalty coming up, delayed call. This one's going to be on Latvia, and there's the whistle. Power play when we come back. Second penalty of the game. Semyonovs gets it. It is a hooking call at 10:44. Germany will get the power play. Germany's 1 for 9 on the advantage so far in the previous 2 games they have played. Jan Benda plays one of the points. Number 83. He's got a great shot out on top. Centering pass just underneath the stick. Dennis Seidenberg, the other defenseman, had cut in. That may create a short-ended opportunity. Kirk's trying to get it up ice.
I think this is the key point in the game for Arturs Irbe, at least so far. Now he sees a power play. He hasn't had much luck yet stopping pucks, and he just might get some action. By the way, Semyonov got the penalty. Their line was on the ice for the first time in the game, and he took a penalty. We'll see if he gets more ice.
He may not get much more ice. Slavich put that hit on and created an offside as Seidenberg got tagged right at the blue line.
Each team has dressed 4 lines and 3 sets of defensemen, and the first time that 4th line was on the ice for the Latvian team, that's when Semyonov took the penalty. So Team Germany now, you would think, may get some offense in the power play, and it may be a chance for Arturs Irbe to settle in.
Minute 20 on this power play opportunity. Sent, Aroff got it in, hard around, comes back out onto the near side point. Ustov dropped it off, looked for the rebound in the middle, couldn't get it. Turnaround shot. That deflected off the defenseman. That was Krutsker who got that turnaround blast. The puck will end up on a bench for a whistle and a face-off.
That shot by Ehrhardt, the left defenseman. It was a low shot that Irbe kicked out of the side of the net with his left toe. That was some blast. Real hard shot, and Irbe really had to stretch to make a good left toe save.
That's by an inch.
Yeah.
And then a good hard shot deflected that never ended up on net. Power play still underway here for Germany. They have the 2-1 lead, and under a minute left to go on the advantage. Up on the forecheck, Chavez, who turned the play. Now Latvia will drop back. 1 man up in the forecheck, 3 back. They are short-handed. Creating a little room down the middle. Germany looking to get that 2-goal lead back. Abstreiter working on the near side corner. Abstreiter checking up at the point. Ehrhoff is up there. There's Ehrhoff's chance. He had a defenseman's stick that time. Chavez got his stick down, blocked it, carries it up ice. Shot-handed Latvia. Tsipras just dropped it into the corner.
Oh,
Almost would have been an elbow, but his head got out of the way.
he tried to duck the check, and Kuntz, who took a penalty earlier, hitting the same guy, really nailed him.
Ehrhoff trying to send it in. He got knocked down. Lavinch has had a couple of very fine checks. Number 2 in white. He's put a couple of shots on German skaters who tried to get down the middle. Power play with 5 seconds left on it for Germany. They've got the 2-1 lead here in the first period. Up the near side, Schubert. Drop pass, Germany. Now power play is over. Centered, but the tip goes wide. Stefan Ustor had the opportunity. 5-on-5. The Latvian team kills it off, and that will draw the whistle.
Big kill, and you can sense this German team is so much bigger. The Zivis, I mean, he's been nailed twice. Once to draw a penalty. Here's the chance in front, and a real good stick check in front by the, I think that's Lavinch in front. Ustorf wanted to play. Yeah, number 2, Lavinch makes a nice play, stick on stick, to stop Ustorf from getting a shot.
Lavinch has had a very strong first period. Urbe able to knock that one away on the blue line chance. Deflected into the corner. Eric Goldman took that one. Latvia back the other way. Golovsky's trying to move it in. Just barely stayed onside. Now it's dropped back to center. Ignatiev's their best defenseman had to come back to get it. And it's Germany. Most of these European teams do like to drop the puck deep in their own end in order to get it wound up at center ice and then come blazing down the middle as he did there. And he got hauled down before he could get the shot off. Hines had a little room as he came through the middle, was looking back for help. Martinians got knocked down. There's the man who's got one of the 2 German goals, and there's a man who's got an assist.
You see Morzin cut wide and reaches for the puck. I think he lost his balance and tried to twist his body around. One thing about Herbe, when he gets bumped as a goaltender, he very seldom loses his cool. But he doesn't mind traffic around the front of the net.
As we were told what happened, JD, they are protecting the goaltenders. Anything remotely that looks like an interference with the goaltender or hit on the goaltender is being called.
I like that. Of course you do. And so Darren Pang loves it too?
All these former goaltenders. Come on, with all that equipment on, let's go.
Yeah, what a bunch of
Play
whistles.
the game.
I agree. What a bunch of whistles.
I mean, Seidenberg able to kick that one away. Germany able to clear it out. Icing call as soon as it crosses the line. Do not have the touch rule in international hockey. The icing's called as soon as that puck goes across the goal line.
What I like about both these coaches for these teams, and Zock, he was saying that when, that's, if you don't mind me saying, that's Kurt Lidstrom. He says that sometimes he will get in front of his players because he wants to make sure that he talks eye to eye, plus nothing gets lost in the language translation of he's Swedish, speaks English. These are Latvians who speak a little English, a lot of Latvian, a little Russian, some Swedish. So he doesn't want to make sure anything gets lost. He wants to go eye to eye. And then with Hans Zock, the German coach, he barks. And he says, I bark because I want them to make sure they understand what I'm saying.
So Testenko, number 15, get away with one. Now he gets the puck back. He got a pretty good elbow shot on in the corner here against the wall and did not get called on it. Officials letting him go. Ustorf able to move it in. His pass deflected. Shot to save by Herbe. Rumrich had the opportunity.
I like going to see my grandpa. We do lots of stuff. Sometimes we just hang out. One day we were sitting there and I said, Grandpa, don't you work?
No Load Mutual Funds from T. Rowe Price. Invest with confidence.
Herbe starting to have the impact on this game for Latvia that we thought he might.
He just made a nice glove save off the faceoff. Not just number 3, the defenseman, and Bondarev's the other defenseman. The pairs, number 3 and 5, they got mad at each other after that one. They were giving each other the business, and they're just lucky that Herbe bailed them out.
Herbe, an outstanding play and a chance to straight down the slot. Latvia back. Germany's got the 2-1 lead here. Centering pass goes off the back of the net. Defenseman cutting in. That was Lavic trying to get set up in front. Defensemen, these 5-man units have their defensemen play a lot of offense. They won't hesitate to move in. Seepers had it poke checked away. Germany able to get it back. Rode it through the middle. Outstanding play off the boards. Reichel trying to turn to center. Herbe came out and knocked it away. Good defensive play. Ignatiev. Viktor Ignatiev, who took Reichel to the boards. Germany still able to hold it in. Trailer coming up the near side wall and looking as Kreutzner Kreutzner dropped it off, goes to the front of the net. Pass deflected by Irbe. Fireside boards and held in again. Seidenberg came all the way across ice. You see how Germany's trying to get that puck directly in front of Irbe to use their size, create some traffic down there. Marcinian's looking, comes out in front with it, gets a screen, takes the shot, hit a defenseman, and it comes to the corner. Rebound chance of the boards, and a save made as they continue. Goldman that time to pump that puck on Irbe.
Number 3, Natchez, at the end of a very, very long shift, was able to block the shot. He's number 3. He's got a man covered, leaves him and goes down. Made a real good save with his leg before the shot ever got through to Irbe. The second one got through to Arturs, whose nickname is Archie. And Archie made a nice save. He's now settled in, I think, Gary. At the other end, Silliger, who had a little bit of work for one period of time, is resting again. He's not had much action lately.
He spent a lot of time watching the game. Irbe, 12 wins, 14 losses, 6 ties in the National Hockey League this season. His 11th NHL year, playing in his first Olympic game ever. Ehrhoff sent that one in. Irbe gloved that one down right off the dash. Goaltenders don't play the puck as much at international hockey, JD, because there's more room behind the net. They don't go there to get caught.
Irbe's developed into a guy that's fearless with it, though. He'll go out and get it, make plays. He almost got bumped after the play and helped knock down one of the German players. So I think Irbe's really settled in. His goaltending partner with the Carolina Hurricanes is Tom Barrasso, and he'll be one of the 3 goaltenders along with Mike Dunham and Mike Richter for Team USA. Team USA fires up against Finland on Friday night.
The winner of this one will face the Czech Republic, the team that moves on. Latvia's got to have a win. A tie's not going to be good enough for them to move on. Lavic from the near side waits for his teammates to clear. Little bump put on the boards with the puck held in, deflected right in front. Latvia also getting people down low that time, but no chance for the rebound shot. Move back up. Germany on the attack again with Goldman carrying. Dumped it off the near side where it's just tipped in by Rumrich. Hit put on behind the net and a whistle and a penalty coming up. Holding call. And it's going to be against Latvia, and Germany's going to get the chance.
Levinch will go. This is late in the period, and you can see he grabbed a hold around the neck and shoulder of Pavel Benda. So the German team gets their second power play of the period. The first one they didn't generate hardly anything. They never got into the middle.
Well, let's see what they can do with it here. 15-second rule from a stoppage of play. The face-off comes within 15 seconds. So it is a very hurry-up style of play here in international hockey. Cleared back up the near side. Second power play opportunity. Lavin's going on the holding call. Germany will have to start their power play in the dark uniforms from deep in their own end. Benda cleared it up. Far side reaching back. Marcinians. Andreas Marcinians got it into the zone. Latvia had a chance to clear and did not. Sashio's got a goal, holds it on the far side wall.
One of his defensemen were changing. Kuntz is now on the ice. That's why he took his time. Now they set up a play.
Sashio's got it. Kuntz is the only man playing back. They cover the high and low slots. In shot. Sashio had that one go high. Not on net. Seidenberg moves up to hold it in. Chase down behind the net. Sashio came back to help. Puck loose in the corner. Nobody could find it. Germany will keep it alive. Sashio got a couple of goals, 4 points, tied among all scorers for the lead in this year's Olympics. How about Sandy Sozulic? She's also up there tied for the lead in Olympic scores. He played 1 game. And he's gone. And that one is going to be blocked. Shot right into Ignatiev's. Just put the body down in front of it. Power play still underway here for Germany behind the net. Marcinians drops it off. Seidenberg's the man on the offside that they're looking to find. There he is. He was cutting in, sneaking in, giving it the Brett Hull approach of nobody sees me. Trying to get open, and Latvia will clear.
Big number 3, Natchez, does a nice job. He's blocked a couple of very key shots in the period. 20 seconds to go now on the power play. Nice job by this Latvian club.
Closing down here in a minute 30 to go in this first period of action, with Germany and Latvia coming out a bit tentative, as you might expect in a game this important. Both have picked it up. Both have had power play opportunities here in the first. That one got knocked down. Good defensive play by Alexander Skurch over there. Taken back 2-on-1 opportunity the other way. Germany now 5-on-5 shot. Irbe the save. Back to 5-on-5 action, though. Both teams trying to get their lines out there as the shot is deflected to the near side corner. Kreutzner came over to get it. Wow.
Irbe now is talking to one of his players. Matisens to say thanks. Urbe said he can talk Russian to the players if he has to. He can talk Latvian to the players if he has to. 28 is back, and he took away the pass, so Artur Urbe could really concentrate on only the shooter. And that's when, after the whistle sounded, Urbe went out to number 28, and there was another block that he was involved with and said, hey, great play. And well, he didn't say it like that. He said something I'd never understand.
No, something only goaltenders would understand. Great help, though, for Artur Urbe, and it takes care of that power play opportunity as well. Germany has the lead 2-1 as we are under a minute to go here in the period.
Shots are 11-7 in favor of Latvia, as are called for, pardon me, in favor of Germany, as Latvia is called for icing. And the Germans probably have had 5, 6, 7 shots blocked, 6, 7 shots that have gone wide. They've really carried the play in the second half of the period, but Urbe really settled in.
Urbe will have to continue strong because, as we've mentioned, physically, this German team is bigger and stronger, and they like to use that kind of power. Point shot deflected way back into the seats.
That was 17 in the Zebis, and he's blocked some shots in this period. You know, this German team was very proud that they beat the Slovaks, and the Slovaks had 6 NHL players on their team, and their coach, Hans Zock, who was 53 years of age. 18 years he played in the #1 league in Germany. He also played for the Germans in the '80 Olympics at Lake Placid. But he made sure that we knew that his team beat the Slovaks, who had 6, count them, 6 NHLers on it.
Not only beat them, they shut them out by a score of 3-0, and then came back against Austria. Germany did and won it 3-2. Latvia had a 6-6 tie against Slovakia, and Latvia had a 4-2 win against Austria. That'll be covered up by Silliger. Coming up, intermission. We're only seconds away to update you on what's going on. An interview with Stefan Usdorf of Germany, and Bill Clement and Jim Lampley will be by in Hockey Central to update you on all the women's and men's action.
Well, Silliger, the goaltender, held onto the puck. He could have played it. I wouldn't want to face off in my zone with 35 seconds left in the period. I thought he may move the puck and try and get his team to get it out of the zone.
And it'll be Dumbavies who moves in to take the draw for Latvia, but could not win it. It went back in behind the net. Hines won it. Hines has had a very good Olympics in face-off. 17 out of 23 won. Second best face-off win percentage in the Olympics. Shot in from center, deflected near side. Coming back to get it. Vodojev's cleared it around the far side. Time running out here. Only 15 seconds left to go. There's one of those long two-line passes legal in international hockey. Puck did not connect, though, and went deep into the zone. Seidenberg came back to get it. Germany will flip that one out of there, and we have completed the first period.
Let's see what Artur Urbe does here. A lot of times in his career, he'll skate over and leave his mask and his 2 gloves at the bench. He saw another older goaltender back in Latvia do the exact same thing. And look at where he's going. He's leaving his stuff there. It's a habit that he has, and he doesn't break from it.
Reichel, Socio picking up the 2 for Germany. Cyprus for Latvia, 2-1.
Tomorrow on Wake Up Call.
Tomorrow on Wake Up Call, they say he runs the tightest ship in the shipping business, but these days, is there really a payoff in packages?
Fred Smith's plan to keep FedEx flying high tomorrow on Wake Up Call.
Wake Up Call with Liz Clayman and Carl Quintanilla. Tomorrow starting at 6 a.m. Eastern, only on CNBC.
Every day, technology is part of your life. Now there's Tech TV, a new television network all about technology. News and breakthroughs, games, music, health, and the hottest new products. You love technology? We know how you feel. Tech TV, television about technology.
Tech TV is available on DirecTV on channel 354.
To my game, focus is very important. It becomes very tunnel vision, and you try to just erase the noise. I'm going to go out there and play my game, not theirs. It comes down to mental toughness and really the mindset, and not let anything get in your way.
NHL Center Ice from DirecTV. Catch up to 35 games a week, plus select first and second round Stanley Cup playoff games, all for just $109.
You want to watch a big show on DirecTV, but your day is so busy you think it's not going to be. You got to drop the kids, and the dog needs a walk, and when the really good part comes, that's when your mama calls to talk. But just look for the all-day ticket and pay once. And when you're ready, you can pick it all day till 6 a.m. Eastern. So when you're watching a show and you really gotta go, just get all-day ticket. And when you're ready, you can pick it. You know what I'm saying? All-day ticket.
Welcome back to Hockey Central, and after having fallen behind 2-0 in the first 4 minutes, 7 seconds of the game, Latvia dodges a brewing disaster as it gets a goal, fights off a power play, and trails only 2-1. Meanwhile, the irrepressible Bill Clement, bubbling over with energy, couldn't be harnessed here anymore. He's out on the side of the ice. Let's see why.
Well, one of the wonderful aspects of coming here to the Olympics and competing is it's not all work. There is some downtime, and for the masterminds of the respective hockey programs that are here, they've apparently seized the opportunity to get out here and relax a little bit and skate around. Herb Brooks, the mastermind and the coach of Team USA. Herbie, come on over so we can chat. And Anders Hedberg of Team Sweden, the GM from Team Sweden. Anders. Now we'll see if I can just get him to come over. Hey, Herb, how you doing? Good to see you a little down. What are you doing, just checking out the ice?
Yeah, I'm just showing some of my Swedish friends here that that backhand slapper I used to have.
How long ago was that slapper?
Well, long ago, and it wasn't too good either, Billy.
Anders. Anders. Come on over here. Herbie's abusing you. Anders Hedberg, the GM of Team Sweden. Nice to see you.
He wanted me to have a special session here with Anders to help my friends from Sweden out.
Well, you guys
help me. Yeah, exactly. You've done that before. No. He was too good. I couldn't screw him up in New York, I tell you, Billy. Try.
I'm just going to leave the mic here for you guys, okay, and I'll take off. What are you guys have you guys had a chance to get reacquainted here, or is this the first time you had a chance to chat?
No, I'd see Anders over the years at different rinks and what have you, so just ran into him today. Invite him out. Come on, share some ice.
Any serious discussion at this stage about your respective teams and what's going to happen here once?
Lots of them, as you notice, don't you?
I'm trying to notice. It looks like you guys are just having fun.
We're for a good time, aren't we? Herbie, for sure.
Because it won't be a long time, right?
Yeah. Well, we hope so. We hope to meet in the finals.
Well, as long as it, I mean, that's one aspect of this tournament. Even if it goes to the duration and you meet in the finals, it's pretty short. And if you trip, you might trip and fall.
Then the stay here in Salt Lake a little shorter, but it's still going to be nice.
Are you guys pulling for each other, at least until the finals?
Well, I've got a special feeling for Anders, and I have relatives that live in Sweden. My grandfather and grandmother came from Sweden, so I'm a little partial to Sweden, yeah.
Guys, thank you very much for taking time out of whatever it is you're doing here. Herb Brooks, Team USA.
You got to bring your skates out.
I will. Thank you. Thank you for getting me out of the studio, both of you. I got to go now, guys. Thank you. Bye. Jim, back to you.
Yeah, all right. Let's see if they're all that buddy-buddy this time next week when the real heated action begins here in the East Center. Meanwhile, we're going to take you back down the road to the peaks when we come back. After one period, Latvia and Germany playing for the right to advance into the round with teams like the United States and Sweden, and it's 2-1 Germany to this point.
NBC's coverage of the 19th Olympic Winter Games is brought to you by Cadillac, Breakthrough, and by Diet Coke.
The Olympic cauldron back at the peaks. Germany leads Latvia 2-1 after the first period. It could have been a lot worse. For some perspective on the game, let's check in with Darren Pang.
Thanks, Jim. With Stefan Ustorf of Team Germany, a good start for you guys. Scoring the first 2 goals, obviously critical, and you got them past Artur Zerbe.
Yeah, I think we came out flying there, and we had a couple good chances at the beginning, and scored 2 quick goals, which was important to us. Then, we sat back a little bit too much, I thought, gave them a little bit too much time and space, and, they're a dangerous team. They got a lot of skill, and they skate well, so we got to try to take time and space away from them and not have them come flying at us, so we got to hold the blue line.
You're a team, though, that is so strong at playing the 1-4. I'm surprised that didn't work out.
Well, we got away from it a little bit. I think, we got the 2 quick goals, and we kind of thought, a little bit offense before taking care of our own end there, and got caught up with us.
Thank you very much.
No problem.
Jim?
Second period coming up at the East Center. Germany nursing a 2-1 lead. We'll be back. After athletes from the former Soviet Republic of Latvia have succeeded in the Olympics for the old Soviet Union, but they haven't done it for their own nation's flag. Did they want it too much? Maybe.
Tonight at 10.
Just underway here in the second period. Germany leading Latvia by the score of 2-1. Reichel and Sasho getting the goals for Germany in the first. That gave them that 2-0 lead. Tsipras came back, and now Latvia trying to get that answering goal. Along the near side boards, cleared to center. Latvia in white on the attack. Dumped in. Golovatsky.
Latvia dumped it in. They don't like to do that, so that's a change. They feel they have to now.
The strength of the German defense, and we're talking about physical strength, is going to force some more of that. Here's a look at how we got 2-1 here to start in this period. At 2:21, Reichel got one early. Sasho at 4:07. And then Tsipras came back to pick up the goal to make it 2-1, his first goal of these Olympic Games. This one, as we said, matters. It'll decide who joins Belarus. Out of the 8 teams in the preliminary rounds, only 2 are going to move out. Belarus has already won in their pool, and now one of these 2 teams is going to go on to be the second to join them. In the corner, it's taken by Sasho. He's got that goal. He cuts back to the net. Little pick, man in front. Urbe out of position. Shot. No goal. It came back out, and they're going to argue. Coffin took the shot. He had Urbe down. A defenseman went behind him. Did he cover up the puck?
Bondarev's, well, I'm not sure who exactly it was back in the net. It may have been Astashenko, 15. Did it hit him or did Urbe get it? Now watch Urbe's glove and a man in behind him. Man in behind him off the elbow, and I think he saves the goal. Astashenko, his left elbow. I think it was right on the goal line or even outside the goal line. I don't believe it's a goal, and they want the puck drop. What a play he made. Left line. He hardly played in the first period. That's why he's doing the exercises over at the bench. Pretty good save.
Astashenko gets a save, and maybe we'll think about a new position. He's a defenseman. Urbe again is going to be tested. Shot, and he's able to knock it away. That was Daniel Krutzner bringing the puck directly in front of him. Pantolievas the other way. Tipped the pass over. Tambiev's in the corner. Tambiev's going to take it off the puck. Still loose there, and Germany will regain possession. Latvia trying to move that up. Good hold in by Vidolins. Vidolins taken down on the check.
Whoa.
Puck still loose, no call. Vidolins is all right.
Sorokins. I think there should have been a penalty.
Certainly the Latvian fans thought that.
That was Reichel who put the hook in. No call. The referee's arm started to go up and then changed his mind. It was almost 3-1. Urbe was down. 15 comes in. Astashenko, who's played forward and defense in this tournament, now he plays goal. Fabulous save. You can see it right in there as the arm was well out past the goal line when he made the save. Gorgeous play.
There is video replay available in these Olympics for one of the issues, whether or not a puck actually crosses the goal line. That one, as you could see, did not, and there was no other ruling needed on it. Vanduls picks it up, moves it ahead. Vanduls a trailer. Kirsch moves it into the corner. Vanduls can store. Number 8 in white in the slot. Tried to tip it. Ended up going off Silliger's stick. The goaltender came up the near side wall. Latvia able to drive that one back out the center. Germany regaining possession. They'll look into the middle here for Hines. Hines had it in the skate. Couldn't get the shot off. In front. Tip, but it goes wide. The attempted shot down low. 3 Germans in front of Urbe. The point shot by Schubert deflected to the far side wall. And Latvia will move it out. Germany wants the line change here. So does Latvia. So it'll be turned back to center ice.
Kirch on purpose, waiting for his teammates, including himself now, to all change and still have possession of the puck.
Astashenko right back out there, goes to the corner, gets his own pass. Astashenko dropped it in behind the net. Nobody there to handle it for him, though. Schubert was there defensively. Germany moving it back through the middle. Tip past McKay. He never got a hold of it. Intercepted shot. Score! Turnover. Stefan Ustov.
Remember, Astashenko made that play. He saved the goal, Gary. He brought the arm up, made the arm save. Well, he turned it over here. So he saved one, then he gave one away. He did not play defense much in the first period at all. But here in the second period, he is playing. And you see the shot beats Urbe. It was a turnover, a defense-to-defense pass right there. Picked off. This is a great wrist shot past Erbe, and it's 3-1 Germany. This is the big goal. Remember, Team Latvia has to win this game. They can't tie, so they have to win. They got to start finding goals.
Ustorf playing in his third Olympics. Picked that one up right in the low slot area and jammed it home. Off the ensuing face-off, the puck ends up in the seats. 2:56. Ustorf gets it. Second of the Olympics unassisted.
He's the player that talked to Darren Pang during the intermission about their team's game, and he comes up with a big play, reading the defense-to-defense pass.
Rumrich moves in to take the face-off here. And Latvia, for the second time in this game, down by 2. Big battle off the draw. Vidalines won it back for Latvia. The high dump into the corner by Ignatievs. Up the far side wall. Arsenievich tried to clear it out of there, could not. Latvia again going to the middle of the ice, but the D was there. Cawthon on the intercept, 2-on-2 the other way for Germany. Dropped it back. Martinian's got it in the middle. Shot, fanned on. Germany breaking people. Puck hit with a high stick for the whistle.
Introducing the agile all-wheel drive Saturn Vue. At home in almost any environment.
Latvia off the face-off, has to move it back to center ice to get on side. Verbunsis got it back there, little hook on Belovisky's tried to move into the corner, then he takes the hit. There's that strength again. Seidenberg just rocked him over in the corner. And that's where Germany, if they want to use that size, can really put some hurts on here. Van Duel's dug it out for Latvia. Couldn't control, came away to center. One-on-one the other way. Obstreeter chance, save made. And it'll be taken back by Latvia.
That's what this German team did when they played the Swiss. They're just bigger, stronger, and they make sure they use their size. They're very well coached in that area.
They like to run you over if given the opportunity. Tsipras moves it back through the middle for Latvia. Tsipras trying to gain that line. 4 of the 5 German players lined up across that blue line.
They had no choice. Actually, that time all 5. So you have no choice but to throw the puck deep and try to recover. And that's a hard thing to do when you're the smaller team.
Bad cross-ice pass intercepted. Germany will get away with that mistake, though, off the intercept. And moved out. Goldman cleared it back into the zone. Backhanded up in the air. Astashenko got it out. It's not enough for Latvia here to be able to just clear the zone. They, as JD says, they've got to find a way to score. A tie for them is meaningless. It would eliminate them and Germany would move on. Back into the middle. Padaljeves. 2 Germans on him. Poke checked away into the corner. Goldman again was there. Padaljeves waiting in the corner, knocks that one down. Immediately hit by Goldman. Goldman turns on the puck, able to free it up for his teammates in Germany. Clears it out. Hines got it out of the zone. 3-on-2 the other way. Now 3-on-3. Schubert around the net. Schubert drops it back there. Erbe trying to find the puck as he had his head turned the other way when they came out around the net. Kuntz with it behind the net. Kuntz taken out of the play. Ustorf had it and lost it. Dumped back into the middle. Little opening there. Benda. Chance. Covered. And held on to by Erbe.
You know, when you look at Van Duys coming over the boards, Gary, this is a 5-man unit playing together. Van Duys, Kirch, and Belovisky up front. Tribonsov and Matisits on the blue line. But what's happening here is the 3 guys, numbers 8, 21, and 23, all play together during a regular season. Guess where they play? The Berlin Capitals in Germany. Now they're playing for Latvia against Germany as a unit.
Amazing how some of these things happen. The European players will cross country lines and play for other countries during the regular season in the different leagues. And then when it gets to the Olympics, they're back to their home country playing. Ustorf again able to move it in for Latvia. Right along the blue line. Centering pass went wide. Lodelievs could not hang on to that one. Chased down again. Ignatievs moves over. The defenseman comes all the way down into the corner. But this is all in the perimeter. Belovsky's had it. Dropped it. Silliger looking out in front. Nobody's got a chance to shoot on him, though. Belovsky's left it in the corner. Kirsch has it. There's another good check by Germany. Guroff was there, and it's cleared out. Break at the other end. Jan Benda. Benda, there's going to be no whistle. Benda turning it, trying to get on the forehand chance. Jan Benda, 3 Olympics, 30 years old. He'll set up in front of the net. Marciniot's trying to get it back there. Poke checked away in behind the net. Good puck control here. Sancho's got one of the goals lost.
You mentioned Benda. He was a late cut from the Boston Bruins back in '94.
Jan Benda, number 83 out there for Germany in the dark uniform.
Look at these guys. They're already back at the blue line. The puck's still in by the Arthurs Urbe. They're all back there.
They had one guy on the blue line by Urbe and then 4 back on their own blue line. So they have really gone into that defensive shell. There you see it right there. The 4 cross that you just can't skate through. Shot covered up. Sillinger had it long enough to get the whistle. Germany not happy about the collision down low.
They have gone after Nazivis, number 17. That's 2, 3, 4 times that he's been hammered in this game. He went to the net here for a deflection. Didn't get it. The goaltender, Seliger, keeping his concentration, hangs on. And look at 1, 2. They just jump on him. They're getting him out of there. They are going after Nazivis, number 17. They have rattled him around in this game.
Nazivis is one of their better stick handlers. And if there's going to be some activity created down low, he is someone who's going to do that.
They say he's the Wayne Gretzky of their team. That's what Arthurs Urbe told me, so that must mean
that means you're going to get a lot of attention.
The only thing is Wayne Gretzky was so good nobody ever hit him. And by the way, if you happen to find a way to maybe bump him, there was a couple of the big boys that were riding shotgun. Take care of you.
Adashenko turns it out for Latvia. One up on the forecheck and immediately turns the other way. In the middle, Vidolins trying to go by the D, cannot. Vidolins cleared the zone in time, so they are onside here. Chased down by Latvia. Panteljeva's in the corner, left it behind the net. And Germany right there on the coverage, just tips it off the near side wall. Kirchner unable to clear it out. Again, Latvia finding it very difficult to get to the front of that net. In behind the net, the check was put on Ignatiev, who got knocked down. Spinning around, Tamlieva is trying to set it up in front, can't. A lot of activity, but none of this has anything to do with scoring a goal for Latvia. It's just Germany forcing the play off the wall.
Lots of good effort against a team that is very good defensively.
Germany scrunching down here. Latvia comes back in their own end. The Germans will change it up. Near side. Velasquez moved it in or tried. Almost got by Christoph Schubert. Again. Latvia caving in their defenseman. The pass, though, is blocked off the far side and onto the bench.
Hide, seek, peek, chase,
Pounce,
frolic, flirt,
wink,
rub-a-dub, pinch, squeeze, tease,
indulge, nuzzle,
laugh, tickle.
You get a good feeling from great taste without the calories. Do something with it. Diet Coke. Do what feels good.
Ehrhoff of Germany able to kick that one away. Daniel Kuntz came over, held in momentarily, now knocked off the near side wall. Germany on the out. Kuntz moves it up. Chance deflected and held onto. And we'll check in with Darren Pang. Darren.
Well, thanks very much. I had a chance to talk with Ken Hitchcock, the assistant coach of Team Canada. He is here alongside Wayne Fleming and Andy Moog doing some scouting. There's a good look at Hitch right there. And interesting, JD, he was talking about the red line. There's a lot of controversy about whether or not the National Hockey League should have that. He said, you know, I've been watching this a long time. For every one great play, there seems to be 10 or 15 bad ones. So that's something interesting coming from a coach, a successful coach from the National Hockey League.
You know, Darren, I couldn't agree with you more. I think that the center ice red line creates more icings than anything. Here's one right here. Perfect example. Even though it was almost a two-line pass, it was right to center ice, but they're trying the long bombs here. Teams are good at it. The only time I've seen it really work consistently is when you bank it off the boards. But when you try, see the defenseman get the puck, he wants the long bomb. Here, that one really wasn't what you'd call a two-line pass or not using the center ice red line, but it leads to too many icings in my mind. Too many face-offs because of it.
You do have to make some very good cross-ice passes. You got to be very talented, and it's a dangerous pass. Save made by Urbe and the opportunity by Jan Benda, and Germany immediately backs up. I mean, nobody even went in for the rebound that time. They came right to center ice.
3 guys back at their own blue line as soon as Latvia gets the puck.
They have no intention of giving up another goal here in this game. Adashenko is back, circling in his own end. He's playing in Lowell, the American Hockey League. Dished off the near side. Cyprus, good score. Cyprus dumped it in behind the net, though, and there was Ustorf to get it. Ustorf gets tied up immediately. Skiachevsky had it and lost it. And Germany, again using that strength, able to move it out at center. Benda. Benda took a little hit, dished it off. Latvia clears, and they wave off any icing call. Chased back by Andreas Rentz. Rentz in behind the net. Germany just dominating the style of play here in the second period after getting that 2-goal lead back for the second time in the game. Kathin tried to move it through everybody. Ignatievs was there. Ignatievs got it out to center. There, Germany will take it back. You cannot skate through this German defense. You just can't do it. They are too big, and there are too many of them back there every time. Yet Latvia reluctant to dump that puck down low. Pantuljeves moving back in his own end. Ignatievs came back up to help. That'll be tipped from center. Tamvievs into the corner. Latvia got a break there on a takedown away from the puck. Sancho is clearing it out.
Have they called number 2 for Latvia? Levinch, the defenseman. I don't think we've seen him, have we, in the second period?
I don't think he's been back here in the second period.
Astashenko, number 15, is playing a lot more. Now, Hanzak is the head coach, and he wants defense first. Now, this time, the dark jerseys are actually in a little deeper than they normally are. And the Latvian player has the puck. So that's the one man in, so we'll call that a 1. Little bit of pressure because the Latvian player didn't have the puck. But look at these 3 guys. Now, if we stop it here, they've got the blue line. They're going to even back it up past that. Look at those 3 guys. They back in. Now they can move forward. This is a team. You've got 3, 4, and 5 guys at the blue line to try to get by.
We were talking, John, during the intermission. You don't ever see that. I mean, to see them defensemen go back and actually set up their D inside the blue line.
Yeah.
It's unheard of. All right, Latvia needing that next goal here. Remember, they must win. We'll keep reminding you of that. A tie is no good for Latvia. So they're down 2, and Germany is really putting on the cinch here defensively.
Well, you're looking at a player Belovaski, who skates like crazy. He's had a lot of ice time. He's a smaller player. And we mentioned it in a previous game. The players marvel at him. He's very similar to Igor Larionov of Detroit. He doesn't get old, even though the number gets old. Another birthday, you get 1 year older, 1 year older. But his body doesn't seem to want to match the numbers. He just stays young.
God love him.
Yeah.
Sorokins comes back to get it. Oleg Sorokins. He'll move it up for Latvia. We're seeing some players for Latvia who haven't played a lot in this thing getting a chance now. And the save made on a quick wrist shot. Silliger was there. Silliger's not had to face many. That's only 11 shots for Latvia, and only the 3rd of this period. Germany out shooting them 6-3 here in the second period. Cascio moved it back in behind the net. Loth with it. Andreas Loth has got Hines open and just tipped away from him. That'll be sent back behind the net one more time. They love to work there from Brandon, Manitoba. That's Mark McKay, 81 for Germany. He's been playing overseas.
He hasn't played much in this game. Played a lot in the previous game.
McKay just kicked that one away. Haynes drops it off. McKay goes to the front of the net. Loth trying to get it out in front. Partially deflected and cleared out of there. Ardashenko cleared the zone.
Well, that was the 4th line on the ice. One of the few times we've seen it for Germany.
Latvia almost got caught in the line change. Benda couldn't hold the puck, though, and had to turn back to get it. Vorodevs could not clear it out. Going to the front of the net. Benda now behind it as he got played out. Latvia trying to muscle a little bit here and keep the German skaters from the front. Benda sends it the other way. Chased down. Bondrevs got it out. Latvia looking for those long rink-wide passes. Pantuljeves, though, had to come back into his own zone with it.
3 guys back again for Germany, but they don't hold the line. They back up. They back up even if you're moving down. They just don't want you to get in behind whatsoever.
Tambievs in front. Chipped it off a skate. And Benda batted it straight up in the air. Vitolins could not control. Germany comes back 2-on-2. Changing up behind the play. Good play defensively. Ignatiev's got it out. Germany still covering. Ehrhoff back. Christian Ehrhoff comes back to get it. Germany an odd man chance. Won't get it here as that's going to be whistled.
Starting now, the future of long distance is unlimited. With the new AT&T Unlimited plan, you could make unlimited long-distance calls from home to any of AT&T's 50 million residential long-distance customers for only $19.95 a month. Make as many calls as you want, talk as long as you want, whenever you want. And it's just 7 cents a minute to anyone else. The AT&T Unlimited plan, only from AT&T Long Distance. Call 1-800-REACH-OUT.
Artur Zerbe hanging on to the puck off a face-off. Sassio's picked up one of the goals, and for Zerbe, 3 against him in this game on 18 shots so far.
Yeah, whenever he's on the ice with his defenseman number 3, who's not on the ice now, Ignatius. Zerbe and Ignatius grew up in the same neighborhood in Latvia, played street hockey together as little kids. Can you imagine years and years later, here we are, Salt Lake City, and they're playing for Latvia, representing a very proud nation, Latvia.
Kurtz was able to work it out around the net. Kurtz moving it up himself. Kurtz coming to the blue. Kurtz will drop it near side. Nambu gets it back to it. And Kurtz got just muscled up off the line by Seidenberg. Germany's got a 2-on-1 opportunity the other way. Coffin dropped the 3-on-1. Save made off the shoulder. Sassio with the opportunity. Delayed call. Score! I think. Hang on a minute.
Yeah, the Germans are saying yes. The light did not go on. It looked to me like it hit the back of the bar and came out. There was a delayed penalty upcoming. Remember the 3-on-2? Zerbe made the save with his shoulder, and somebody, I think, got caught for slashing.
Did this go in?
No, I think it did. No, I'm not sure. Can't tell by that angle. Did it hit the crossbar, or did it hit the back bar? Yeah, it hit the back bar. That's a goal. It'll be 4-1, and the Germans are controlling every aspect of the game.
They've gone upstairs.
Yeah, they'll see that. That did not hit the crossbar. It hit the back bar underneath the webbing. It'll be 4-1 in favor of Germany because of instant replay. There was a delayed penalty coming up. So the referee, I don't think, realized the puck went in, and the light didn't come on. The red light didn't come on. The green one did for stoppage. This will be 4-1.
Is the man who shot it. Oh, yeah.
Just right by the water bottle is where the puck hit.
And Artur Zerbe has given up his 4th goal in his first Olympic game.
On 20 shots. That was a rising wrist shot. There was just the Germans with the lead, and Latvia has to win. So they're trying to find offense, taking chances. They gave up a 3-on-2. Zerbe stopped that, but the German team took the puck and ripped one over the shoulder of Zerbe. It'll be 4-1.
Zerbe had no chance, and this came out so fast that the light never went on. And there's the signal. It is a goal. And the German fans up.
Well, they realize it. They feel it. Hans Zuck, the coach, said our chances of getting to the next round, and in his language, his terms, he said 1 to 99. Right under the water bottle is where the puck hit. No doubt it was in, and their team deserves the 4-1 lead. They have not been overly exciting to watch, but they've been good defensively. They're the bigger team. It's a big, bruising team that's going against a smaller team of skill players. And for Artur Zerbe, the dream is starting to fade away. For Olaf Kolzig, watching this from Washington, he'll be packing right now, thinking about flying here tomorrow to be with his German team. Their goaltender in this game, Seliger, Gary, has not had to be a good player. He's not been busy. He's been steady, but he hasn't had to be great.
Almost had to buy a ticket. Almost.
Yes, wish.
Klaus Coffin will get the goal.
Easy.
3.
Easy for you to say. You've never been back there, huh? No shots, and your mind starts to wander and play tricks on you.
Well, Latvia didn't come this far to walk away here. Cyprus in the corner going after it. The goal at 13:57. Coffin gets his 3rd. He's tied for the lead in goals scored here in these Olympics. Germany right back the other way out. Streeter. Zerbe able to knock it away. Sassio picks up the assist. Sassio's got a goal and an assist in this game for Germany. Cyprus ran into his own man that time.
Remember, Latvia came back against the Slovaks. Slovaks are complaining about the system. They had a 6-3 lead late in the 2nd period against Latvia. Latvia came back and tied them. The Slovaks have themselves to blame for that, and Latvia is probably trying to figure out how to do that here.
He intercepted. Tambuliev's in the corner, pulled it away. D joining the offense. Now Ignatiev's big crunch in the corner. Ignatiev cuts to the net, trying to deflect it. Penalty coming up, and there's the whistle. We'll get it when we come back.
In a world of opportunity, how do you find a financial advisor who's right for you? Do you want one who works for the oldest company or the youngest? Do you want one with the fastest growing company Or the most deeply rooted in tradition? Or do you simply want one who listens to you, like you are the only investor in the world? Raymond James, you first.
A power play opportunity with McKay going for Germany off the face-off, a hand pass, and the face-off will be at center. Latvia, what they needed, an opportunity with a one-man advantage.
And I think for Hans Zach, we said early in the game his team wants to play tough but not take stick fouls, and this is a slashing penalty against his team. And I think he'll bark at his players, try to get them to make sure they don't do anything foolish to give Latvia a chance to climb back into the game since Germany has the 4-1 lead.
A penalty at 15:08 on McKay was indeed slashing. Each team now has had 2 power play opportunities. We have not had a power play goal scored in this game. And Latvia in the Olympics, 3 power play goals and 11 chances, while Germany's given up only 1 in 9 chances by the opposition.
31 Rents, big defenseman, really working over Panteleov, number 13. Panteleov went to the bench frustrated.
Germany will pick it up short-handed. Romerich able to move it out in his 3rd Olympics. He'll follow the play on the far side. Ustorf moving it in. Ustorf takes it behind the net. Short-handed Germany here got batted off the back of the net. Power play for Latvia in white. Yalovsky's moved it up. Left it. Karras drops it off on the far side. Latvia passing up a couple of chances to shoot the puck here. That one deflected in front. Covered up and saved by Silliger.
Battle in front. Yalovsky, number 9, went high. The goaltender Silliger, to me, in watching him, Gary's had very little work, but boy, does he keep his concentration. This puck ricochets to the net, and he gets the paddle of his goal stick, the thicker part, down right there, and has the puck come to him. And then you can see the battle in front. Good play, goal stick down, see that? And then big number 13, that was a slash, but it was a slash down to the stick, not high to the body. The coach said sticks down.
Didn't do it the last time, picked up a penalty. Now they're trying to kill it off. Third around. Ehrhoff did not get it out, backed in towards the net and covered up. That was just a back-end dump. Silliger was there to hang on. The power play still underway for Latvia, down by 3 goals. Boy, Silliger, what a tremendous Olympics he's had. Kurt Lindemann now's got to figure out a way to get through that German defense.
Once the Olympics are over, and he also said, see how he's talking eye to eye right there? He said after the Olympics, he'll go to Spain, play golf for a week, then he'll go to Sweden and prepare for the World Championships in a couple of months. He's going to coach Latvia, and their first 3 games include games against the USA and Canada. And he will coach Latvia. He's a heck of a guy.
40 years of coaching for him, 5 different countries. He is 61 years young now, and still enjoying every minute of it.
That's what they did this morning. They looked at videotape of their previous game. That was the game against the Slovaks, a 6-6 tie. And they used all those telestrators and things that Bill did back in the studio. Well, they were watching and taking a look at Ozil Lynch, maybe screening their goalie a little bit too much.
Ozil Lynch, of course, not playing. He is out of there. Zerstich also out of there for Latvia. 2 players who got in a game each. National Hockey League players. That one offside will come back to center. Germany shutting it down off this power play for Latvia.
They also spent a little time. They went to the Nike hospitality tent last night as a team and had a chance to experience a little bit of the Olympic spirit amongst there and other places. Awfully nice of them to have a good time.
You think it's nice of them to have a good time?
Absolutely. You got to get out. You just can't sit in there and look at videotape. You're at the Olympics, man. I think you've enjoyed yourself.
Vitolin's able to clear that one in, then knocked down by Hervé. Yes, indeed.
You got a no comment?
That was even worse than a no comment. It was just nothing there. Vodolev's moved it off the near side, had it intercepted. Germany coming up the near side boards. They've got the lead. Knocked away defensively. McKay back out there on the ice. Time running out here in this period now. 4-1. Germany leading it. Far side, McKay kicking it down the wall. Looking for the near side pass. Hines. Hines got it out in front. Couldn't be deflected after that rebound came back to the middle. Germany back. Navadiev moves back into the middle, leaves it. Defenseman follows. Ignatiev blocked to the side. Now behind it. Ignatiev's trying to dig for it. It's underneath the German player, though. Not going to whistle.
That was tough work all the way up the ice. Eventually, the defenseman got the shot on goal. Ignatius, number 3, Arthur Herbe's youth buddy, joined the play, got the shot, but it was from a bad angle. And the goaltender Seliger with a good save. You're not seeing this Latvian team with all that skill and pass work get the odd man rushes, are you?
None.
Look over on the right side. The defenseman comes in behind right there, and look what the angle is. He makes the save, does Seliger, but Gary, you'd stop that one. Just hug the post and stand there. That's all.
That's right.
Close your eyes.
Make sure there's no hole there. That's all you got to do. That's all. Jan Benda trying to lead the rush. Got tripped. Goes into the net. It doesn't count as a goal. He gets back up. Comes right back the other way. Benda got tripped up. Went sliding in. Great folks at Snowbird watching this game outside. We thank them for enjoying the hockey coverage that we've had as they spend the nights up there on the hill with a big screen TV outdoors.
Is that right?
Absolutely. They're having a great time.
Perfect.
Back for it is Grumbusis off the far side. That'll be whistled, and it's offside, and Germany continues to just dominate.
German team is bigger. On that play, they drew a penalty. Here's the Latvians actually throwing some of their own checks. This Olympic tournament, you know, we thought maybe with a wider ice surface you wouldn't see a lot of hitting. Wrong. We've seen some crunching body checks, open ice, crunching body checks along the boards. A lot of hitting, a lot of spirit on the ice with all the teams.
And we will see more of that as the Big Six teams that automatically had qualified and did not have to play in this first preliminary round will begin play later on this week. Herbe went back in behind the net to hold it up. Sorokins came back. They'll start from behind their own net. Latvia in white here. Germany in the 1-2-2 defensively right now. Latvia, time running out here in the second period on them. Not been able to find one, and that one whistled wide along the ice. Astishenko had the opportunity but did not get it on net. Ustorf and Kontanen picked up the goals here in the second period for Germany. 2 unanswered goals to extend that lead. Herbe came out to play it. Just feathered it off the near side wall. Gets back in net. Tip pass went wide. Good opportunities. They had the odd man rush right there. And a nice tip pass by Obstreiter. Move back into the middle. But again, Eve is unable to connect with it. Back for it is Seidenberg. Seidenberg of Germany. Let his man go by. Vitolin's playing with that bad leg. Has taken a couple of pretty good shots. Just went to the wall. There he is, number 20 in white. He'll turn the other way as they're trying to get a line change done here. Viktor Zidnasiev dumps that one in. Germany there to get it. Goldman clears it around the near side boards. Germany able to clear that out. Time running down here in the second period. Germany wins this. They will move on to the next round, joining Belarus out of these first round groupings to get there. Coming up in just a matter of seconds, we will have our second intermission and an interview with Jan Bender, who we've talked about here in this period. Bill Clement, Jim Lampley will be in Hockey Central to bring you up to date on all the news and an analysis of this first 2 periods here in this game.
Bender can play defense or forward. Takes a lot of pride in his team defense. It was at the Edmonton Oilers camp this season, as a matter of fact. So he's a good quality player. And the German team has controlled the tempo. They lead 4-1, deserve it. They've been good offensively. They've been fantastic defensively. And they've used their size.
They are out shooting Latvia 23-15. And once they got that 4th goal, they just shut it down. Herbe in net for Latvia has given it up. Seliger has not. Germany leads it after 2.
The only way to not make bad decisions is to have good information. Information matters. And CNBC brings information right into people's living rooms, right into people's offices.
CNBC. Business for the new world.
From participating airlines when you stay at any Choice hotel in the U.S. and the Caribbean. And you'll also get the chance to enter our 2 million mile giveaway. One lucky traveler will win 1 million miles, and 10 people will win 100,000 miles. Sounds like it's a good time to hit the road. For reservations, call 1-800-4CHOICE.
The Basson Revolution. Next stop, Riverside more.
Attention shoppers.
The new Pizzone from Pizza Hut. Woo! The Pizzone is the pizza you eat like a sandwich. A little something I put together. Let's go. I want everybody to have one. There you go. See, that one's on me. It's mozzarella cheese and tantalizing toppings. Sandwich calzone style. This is like nothing you ever seen before in your life. Next floor, housewares and the pizza you eat like a sandwich. The new Pizzone, $5.99 or 2 for $10.99.
The Pizzone revolution has begun, shoppers.
Join us.
Of course, everyone has the right to be published, but the odds are against you. Why? Money. A publisher must commit thousands of dollars for an initiative.
That's not exactly true. With on-demand publishing technology, everything's digitized. People can even print one book at a time and forget warehousing. So now everyone here can get published.
Yeah.
Come on. Nighttime over the Wasatch Front, the 5 Olympic rings shining above Salt Lake City. Germany shining above Latvia. 4-1 in what has been a dominant German performance so far. The big question before the game, when would the Latvians pull Erbe if they were down late because they need to win? Germany advances with a tie. Maybe they should have pulled him before the game.
Oh, you're cruel.
I'm brutal.
But you're right. Absolutely right. The one advantage that I thought that perhaps Latvia would have would be with Arturs Erbe, especially if they could have gotten to Mark Seliger, the goalie for Germany. That worked in reverse, and right now it's all Germany. We'll show you a bizarre sequence of plays that happened in the second period that involved a couple of guys here. You see Kuntz for Germany in dark, and you see Kaspars Astashenko for Latvia. Great move in the corner by Kuntz, brought it to the front of the net. He beat Astashenko in the corner, but to redeem himself, showing us that he played a little ball hockey in the street, Astashenko with just an incredible save here. But after you see this save, we'll mention that the hockey gods giveth, they also taketh away. Shortly after that, on a rush, it was Astashenko that had the puck. Instead of going up the boards with it, even though he was under the gun, he decided to make a cross-ice pass. Stefan Ustorf intercepted. Bang. I have 2 words to describe this hockey game so far. All Germany.
All Germany, and another brilliant performance for the team that looked so good in beating Slovakia 3-0 in the first game of the competition. Now, barring a miracle comeback by Latvia, this is the way the pairings will look as teams go on into the championship round beginning Friday. Group C and Group D arranged according to standings at the 1998 Olympics, and the other 2 teams going in based on their seedings from the World Championships in 1999. It looks like it's going to be Latvia joining that first group that you saw on the screen. But, excuse me, it looks like it's going to be Germany. Let me get that straight. We'll be back. And Fantasyland for Germany. So far in preliminary round play, one of the men who helped it to become that way played junior hockey with Eric Lindros and the Oshawa Generals. He's standing by with our Darren Pang at the Peaks right now.
Jim, I'm with Jan Benda, who's had NHL experience with Washington and Edmonton Oilers. I know your goal is to get back to the NHL, but right now you're 1 period away from getting into the big event with the Super 6.
Yeah, you're right. It's only second period. We haven't won the game yet. We have a good lead, but as I said, like hockey is hockey. A lot of things can happen, so we want to play hard the way we've been doing it, keeping it going to the net, hard and steady, and let's hope we win the game.
You're not giving them very many chances.
Well, that's our system. We want to play a tight defensive style of game. We know that it's typical Russian hockey. They want to play a lot. You know, they don't like to dump the puck in. So our physical style and defensive style, they don't like it.
Jan, good luck in your quest for gold and getting back to the NHL.
Okay, thanks a lot.
Thank you.
The goalie's been great. The scorers have done their job. And what a coaching job so far by Hans Dack of Germany. Let's see if they can make it all work for one more period when we come back. Since the introduction of the present Olympic format in 1998, only former Soviet republics have qualified from the preliminary round forward. Now, Germany is poised to break that spell.
Tomorrow.
Gary Thorne, John Davidson back with you, and Germany is 1 period away from moving on to the next round.
Germany has 4 goals in this game. Beautiful goal early by Reichel, a 1-0 lead. Not long after that, Sachio in front, he scores. Ustorf makes it 3-1 after a bad turnover, and then off the inside of the net, puck in and puck out, Catherine, and the Germans have 4, the Latvian team has 1, and for Latvia, remember, they have to win the game. A tie is not good enough, so they really have to go for it here in this third period.
2:56 and 13:57. A couple of very big goals picked up in the second period. And Germany now, if you thought they were playing defense in the second period, watch them here in the third. They may send nobody in offensively. And they really just crunched down. Ready to go, third period. Germany wins this, and they move on and will join Belarus as the two teams from the first round that make it to the second here in the 2002 Olympics in Salt Lake. We're underway in the third. The shots are 23-15. Germany with the advantage there. They are in the dark uniforms. Chased down to the near side. Rummert came back to get it. That's going to be whistled on the offside.
Now, you know what? They made a mistake. The linesman thought it was going to be icing, and it deflected, so they're going to center ice, right to center ice for the face-off. Hans Zock, the coach of Germany, I asked him, I said, Hans, you know, you seem like a character. Who did you learn from? You've coached many, many years now. Who were the best people that taught you? He said, sometimes you learn from the worst coaches, and I learned from the worst coaches. He's kind of a salty guy, but he's interesting, I'll tell you that.
He is a great guy for the press because he always gives you quotes. I mean, you sit down to talk with him, and I guarantee you'll get 3 or 4 lines out of him. Checked in on the far side by Trembusas. In front, looking Silliger. That one shot wide. Underneath Silliger, no chance. You saw the stick of Tambivis reaching in for it, but Silliger denied him. Boy, that would have been a big goal.
It's the #1 line on the ice for this Latvian team, centered by 21, Kurtz. Watch the turnover through the middle right here. Unreal. And then you see the 3 guys in white go to the net, and eventually the Latvian team couldn't score. Tambievs tried to jam it in past Silliger, who held onto the puck.
One of the problems Germany may have, JD, in this period is just trying to keep their energy level up and their play up.
They're changing their lines, as we see here, though. Now, that's #9, Belavis. He was on the top line. He's been changed to a different unit.
They want to just try and shake it up a little bit in order to keep these guys going. You don't want to get lazy out there, think this thing is over before it is. Dennis Seidenberg comes back to get it for Germany. Seidenberg moves it out, looking up ice. Reichel is up there on the far side, but he couldn't get it to him. They will dump it in, and they'll change it up. Germany also will make sure they get these line changes done in a hurry. 5 across the ice as Latvia tries to move into the offensive zone. And they do on side, but not very far. Cleared back out Seidenberg.
If Germany wins this thing, they are going to make it tough against some of the bigger teams. You know, the Team Canada coaches are here. Their second game in the big tournament. The next tournament will be right here in this building against the winner of this team, and it looks like it'll be Germany. I guarantee you, this team's going to make it miserable with that stand on the blue line style.
This team is the winner of this game, rather the team that moves on will play the Czech Republic in the first matchup of the next round robin. We were talking between periods, JD and I, were about how this German team, kind of club that just frustrates teams who want to play offense, because they will not let you move the puck. And against a lot of the NHL players who are used to having a little room to work with, there may be none.
And if they play in your face and keep their sticks down, which they have been taught to do rather well, they may frustrate teams into taking penalties. Retaliation penalties, sticks up penalties.
First of all, they've got to win this game. They're up, as we said, Pantelieves by that score of 4-1. Pantelieves trying to get to the front of the net. Vasilevsky's had it, couldn't control. Poke check to center.
Number 13, Panteliev. He's the tank of the team. He's got legs that are just gigantic. He's hard to knock over. And they say he's our tank.
Vasilevsky drops it off. D joins. Lavic spun around. We mentioned that Lavic did not play very much in that second period. Number 2 in white. He is out there right now. Sancho got it, cleared it around the far side. Germany just wants to get out of the zone. Couldn't do it. They'll try it the other way. Knocked down behind the net. Centering pass deflected. Germany had 4 back in front of their netminder and cleared back out to center. Sancho ran it up the near side wall and paid the price for it as Lavic took him down. Lavic has played a very strong physical game. Got Cothins that time just inside the blue line and knocked him away. Latvia back. Kersh with their first line out there. Stepping up at center that time, Morsiniets, who knocked it away. That's one of the few times Germany's moved up over that red line. Upstreeter had it and lost it. And Latvia will take it back in their own end. Latvian crowd's not had much to cheer about, not only in the goals not scored, but in the way Germany's played. It's kept their club from doing anything creative-wise out on the ice. Kurtz came back into the middle, didn't get to it, cleared back out again by Renz. And back for Latvia, another German line change taking place here, and there they are, lined up across the blue. Can you skate through it? Not very far.
This German team, they're like homing pigeons. They come off the bench and they go right to the blue line. And they stand there.
And they stand there.
They are so disciplined with that system, which is a very different system. You know, you can see a 1-2-2, but never do you see a 1-4 or maybe even all 5 across the blue line.
How do you define it? It's a 5.
Yeah.
That's the alignment. All right, back in behind the net is McKay. McKay, the Canadian, playing in Germany, gets knocked down and a penalty coming. Sorokins will get it.
All-new Chevy Trailblazer. Everything else just seems kind of weak. The 270 horsepower Chevy Trailblazer, like a rock.
Another power play opportunity to come here. One of the officials getting some equipment taken care of.
Number 22 used the stick into the hip, didn't move his legs. Sorokin's in the penalty box. Watch this one here. There's been some board work and some crunching battles in this game. You know, before we mentioned Artur Zerbe, as you see the linesman having a skate repaired, he goes to the bench during the intermissions and leaves his gloves and mask there. He saw a guy by the name of Mikhail Vasilak, who was the goaltender before Urbe. That was the big goaltender from Latvia. And Urbe became the goaltender that kind of took over after his career wound down. And Urbe says he's the guy I learned the most from when I was a kid.
Urbe coming to play in his first Olympic game here, and it has been a tough one. Offside as the 4-1 lead against Urbe and Latvia could be tested again. The power play opportunity, third of the game for Germany. They've not scored in the previous two.
Germany just wants to make sure they don't give up a shorthanded goal. I mean, they're in the driver's seat, and the tempo of this game, to be honest, is not nearly what we expected going into the game. Most of this prelim series has been 100 miles an hour, with both teams just flying all over the ice surface. But this one here, in that respect, has been a dud. The Latvian team just not big enough as a group, and they're an older team too. And the German team said, "Hey, listen, they're older. They don't like getting hit the way we hit. We're going to just bang them around."
Yep, Latvia has only appeared as a nation in the 1936 Olympics. This is only the second chance they have had. Centering pass on the power play is deflected into the corner. Opportunity started for Stefan Usdorf as he came down the middle, never got a shot. Ehrhoff stepped up to hold it in for Germany momentarily at least. Kersh able to drive it away. Still short-handed Latvia. Minute 8 left to go in the German power play, and Germany's changing it up right here. It's ragged back deep into the zone. Latvia in white, short-handed. They get the puck the length of the ice. Could be an offside call here as they do not clear, and that's the whistle. The face-off will be back at center. Third period in the deciding game of the team that will join Belarus out of this gang of 8 that had to go through the preliminary round.
Yeah, the Latvian fans are proud people. They've had a blast. When the Latvian team got here before the tournament started, they all went to a restaurant. A lot of the Latvian people put on the feed bag, and they had a great time. And these guys here, Artur Zerbe bought a ton of cell phones for the team so they wouldn't be basically shut out of talking to people back home. And those cell phones are programmed. They can dial home. It's pretty nice of Arturs to do that, wasn't it? They can phone home, stay in touch, and see what's going on.
Not bad.
Yeah, really nice.
Jan Benda dumped that one in. Germany's got 36 left on the power play. Germany will set it up here. Watch for Seidenberg cutting on the far side. The defenseman, there he is, right in front, but he couldn't get the shot off. Germany continues to use that weak side point man to move in. Seidenberg right there, number 84, has been the one doing it. 20 seconds left on the German power play. Back out onto the point. Benda's playing on the umbrella power play here. They line it up across the middle and blocked by Urbe and cleared by Latvia. Germany will chase her down. Time running out. They'll not get another chance on this power play opportunity, and it'll be 0 for 3 now on the power play for Germany, but they still have that 4-1 lead. and they control the puck. Brought back off the far side on the check. Peterlins tried to clear. He'll have to go back and help out. Latvia will start from their own end. Germany backing up to the blue line. Then they step up right there. One step inside that blue line, and that's where the German, both defense and forwards, are waiting. Centering pass deflected away. 2-on-2 the other way. Germany on the charge. Schubert up. Schubert on the crisscross, didn't do anything with it. Christoph Schubert takes the hit in the corner. Down he goes. Puck squirted free. Far side. Goldman will chase it down as it hits the snow there in front of the bench.
Goldman is a player whose favorite player as he grew up was Al McInnes. Plays for St. Louis. Guess who he's playing for? Canada. Guess who these guys are playing game 2 if they win this one? There you go.
Canada.
Yes, Al McInnes against Goldman.
They see him close up.
Don't get in front of Al's shot.
No. Semyonov's chance got blocked. That one will be bounced back to center. Backhanded the other way. Martinsons able to control. Kurtz trying to move it in by 1 but not by 2. Puck squirts free. Played off the near side boards. 2-on-2 opportunity. Germany and Rumrich. Big check right there. Semyonov's number 27 in white. Again, from behind the net, Latvia moving it out. 4-1 Germany. 7:46 into the period. Tinius's pass got blocked. And a whistle coming up.
Hey, I will pay you $100 for 15 minutes work. $100 for 15 minutes work.
So IT is fully staffed?
Yes, sir. Application development, hosting.
Hello.
It's all covered.
Need help with your IT outsourcing? EDS. IT outsourcing solved.
German penalty on Kuntz will give Latvia another power play opportunity. This is their third of the game. Each team has had 3 power plays. We've not had a power play goal in the game. Kuntz out of there. And Latvia's got to find it right now. They must win. A tie does them no good. Ignatiev's on the far side leaves it. Martinius off the near side wall. Fondules. Martinius wide open on top. They don't want to take it. They're trying to get it in front. Shot there blocked to the side. Silliger able to cover it up.
Gary, let's show it once more. The 1-4 that this coach, Hans Zach, has implemented for this series. Now, it hasn't started yet. Now, here comes Latvia moving up with the puck. Every one of these dark jerseyed players are backing up. Stop it there. Every one of them are facing the puck carrier. There's 4. There's 1. I mean, what are you going to do? And then all of a sudden they attack you. They try to knock you off the puck if you carry it in. Or if you shoot it in, they go back and get it. And that was the 1-4. As we said earlier in the game, you can dump and chase, but when your team's much smaller, like this Latvian team is, and older, a lot older, it's hard to get the puck.
You don't ever come up with it, so the dump and chase doesn't work, and Latvia has not found any other answer. The specialty units could have helped here, still can if they can get a power play goal. Swept back into the near side shot. Silliger will hang on to that one. Wrister by Nishivis. Want to remind you, coming up after the game, women's curling, the United States. How about the job they're doing with the Rocks? They will take on Sweden, and the interview with Dominik Hasek as the Big 6 teams get ready to move in.
Dominik Hasek has been red hot playing goal for Detroit Red Wings recently. He is at the top of his game going into the Olympics to play for the Czech Republic. He's always got something interesting to say.
And that will be coming up after this game. Latvia's had only 1 shot so far in this period where they've got to get 4 goals at least in order to win this game. And on this power play, they've not been able to get it set up. Bondatevs came back to get it. Germany backs it up. They are still short-handed for another 43 seconds. Good play on the step up on the far side by Kurtzner to knock it away. Daniel Kirchner just reached out with the stick. That went off the dasher, wide side corner.
Oh,
Nishivis over there avoiding it. Nishivis couldn't handle it.
Guess who got hit again? 17, Nishivis. That's got to be 4 times at least in this game where he's been absolutely plastered.
He has been the marked man, the good offensive player that he is. Bondarevy's playing out on the point. There he is. A little roam. He'll take it. And he didn't get it on net. It went wide. Played off the boards by Andreas Rentz, not out of the zone. Cyprus dumped it up in the air. Short-handed opportunity here as it came out to center on Streeter that wanted to change. Cleared back up, penalty over. Cyprus moves it in. Cyprus, Germany, caught in the change. They got back in time to cover it up, and the pass all the way down to Arthur Zerbe.
Arthur Zerbe's made two good plays here to move the puck up quickly, and that almost caught this German team on a change. Then the pass by Cyprus was not a good one back to the blue line.
Jupiter on the far side, couldn't move it out. Latvia sends it back in. Still, though, the offense not there. Lode's pass got deflected back into the middle. Chipped up in the air. Bellaby's out in front. That one blocked. Rebound. Chance. Seliger. Best save of the game. Seliger coming up with a huge save. Padalieves with the opportunity. And he gloved it.
Seliger, who during one tournament actually roomed with Olaf Kolzig, who will be joining the team as another goaltender. The fan of the puck, and there it's loose, and here's the snapping shot. Catching glove arm. Seliger, who's really, he's not a big kid, but look at him just sort of crouch down, play it smart, doesn't waste energy, waited, was patient, and made a real good save. Real good save.
27 years old, 5'11", 179 pounds, first Olympics that he has been involved in, and he has been just magnificent, playing in all 3 games for Germany.
Only 179. I was born at 179.
I'm trying to get to 179, and I'm not talking about going up. Sorokin's dropped it back. Power play is over here. Germany continues with that 4-1 lead, and no way to get through. They can skate out there all night as far as Germany's concerned. They'll just stand there and watch. Cutting to the net, it went wide. Trying to get Tambivis was number 14 in white, trying to move in, but couldn't get there. Martinius has it. His centering pass got blocked by McKay. Big hit put on the far side by Kuntz, who's put a couple of pretty good hits on. Here comes Hines the other way. Hines with one defenseman, got him turned, lost control of the puck. Hines had to drop it off. Klaus Cawthon shot deflected. Urbe had it underneath him. Urbe came way out to cut that angle down and was able to knock the puck away. Sorokin circles at his own blue line as Latvia changes up behind the play. Pass will just be tipped into the zone, not very deep though by Cyprus. Germany came back near side, up the wall, not out. Little opening in the middle, chance here. Not yet, centered, shot deflected, never got it on net. They got it out in front. Again, Chavez was there, but the tip never ended up on net. It just went across the top of the crease. Cyprus on the near side. Will gun it in from the red line. Back to get it, Seliger just held it up there. And this one will be an icing call.
When you really need him, is your broker in your corner? At Daytech, if we don't execute your marketable order within 60 seconds, we'll waive the commission. Who's standing behind you? Daytech, built to trade.
Back in play, Latvia moving it back in. Time running here in this third period and time running out. Thomas Gallen, Latvian team in front, tied up and blocked off the blocker again. Then he puts it in the glove under his body and hangs on. Oh my, Padalieves has had 3 chances here in this third period to score and denied by Seliger.
He gets in there deep, and Seliger really good here in the third period. This is the most action he's had. You'll watch Padaliev here take his time, patient, and Seliger keeps his right hand up. Took the puck. He knew the shot had to go to the top corner, so he kept his right hand up and made the good save. Now, Seliger, we were surprised he started in this tournament. We thought it was going to be a goaltender by the name of Kunost, but the coaching decision was dead on perfect. This kid has been the rock that they needed in goal. Not real busy in this game until here in the third period. He's been steady. He's been smart. He hasn't been bothered by periods of inactivity. He's really kept his focus and concentration.
He's only given up, JD, 3 goals in 3 games.
That's not bad.
That's all right. That'll get you there.
That's the gag goalie. Goal a game. That's it.
And in this one, he's had to come alive here in the third period more than in the first 2 with better chances. Here stumped it back in behind the net. Germany digging, cleared around the near side boards. Bounced off the dasher and held in by Martinsons, but not long enough to get a chance on it. One-on-one the other way, up with it Benda. Benda the move, got tied up, and Urbe came out to knock the puck away, and Benda does a little somersault at the other end. He's all right.
This Latvian team, full marks. And they're still trying here. They're down 4-1 and time's running out, but they are really working at it.
Wide open near side, Andreas Loth, chance blocked. Urbe made the save. Loth found a little room while the line change was going on. Latvia and White able to move it away. Hines for Germany tied it up. Hines still had it against the wall, kicked away from him to the other end. Urbansus came back to get it. 4-1, Germany up.
And Bolowski and Hines, number 9 for Latvia, they are having some battle here. The referee let it go. Finally now he says penalties. Hines at one time played junior hockey as a 16-year-old in Western Canada for the Medicine Hat Tigers. Here he's getting a penalty. And 2 minutes apiece and maybe an extra 2. I don't know.
Hines got a little too close to the referee, and he's still yapping at the guy.
It started over along the boards. He let all that stuff go. And then they got hooked up at the blue line as they tried to push each other offside. Down they go, and does anybody get a power play? No, 2 minutes apiece. Watch Benda here. He goes down backwards and almost ends up on top of his head.
Pretty good move right there if you can get away with it.
He kind of got caught there on top of the helmet.
Keep an eye on Hines when they get out of this penalty. And Bilavsky's, because they looked at each other in the penalty box and both raised their fists and said, as soon as we're back out there, see you on the ice. Back into the middle. It's a 4-on-4 situation here. Urbe came back to get it. That's going to be whistled, and the face-off the other way in the icing call.
Kurt Lidstrom, who's just a really bright, intelligent coach, trying everything. He's mixed his lines up. He sat a defenseman for the second period, put him back in for the third. And you see the kid in goal. He's become a story in the Olympics, hasn't he, for this team that very few people thought would be the team to advance.
A 9.63 save percentage, JD. That's the best among the goaltenders here in this first round.
Well, you watch him, Gary, and again, the coaching staff was right. He's making the first saves.
Yeah.
He doesn't get many second shots, and not too many odd man rushes against him.
Abstrader in, tried to set it up. Couldn't on the aerial pass that deflected wide. Lamage came over to get it. And a 2-on-4 the other way. Sillinger just stayed in front of that one. Big collision in behind the net. Ripped the helmet off.
Yeah, that's a big guy, Kuntz. He likes to nail people. Oh, does he like to hit?
Can't play without your helmet, so he immediately went to the bench. His helmet's still there behind the net. Centering pass. Latvia unable to get a shot off it here. Still 4-on-4. Looking back into the middle. Chance deflected. Point shot opportunity by Martinsons. But it hit a skate and went wide. Martinsons comes over to help as Kresh dropped it off to him. Martinsons to the dot, gets hauled down, shot deflected off Silliger's stick, then off the defenseman on the far side who held it. Reintz came over to help his netminder. Latvia putting the pressure on here, but they are running out of time with Germany up by a score of 4-1. Germany with the advantage in shots, 29-23 in this game. And the Germans have just dominated with their defense. Into the corner, Latvia back. Tambluvia's got it out in front. Shot that goes off the skate wide. Hit Ustorp. Latvia still able to hold it in here. They're getting some chances. Vivian's dropped it off. 2 minutes left to go. Penalties are over. And our two heavyweights back out on the ice, and there they are bumping.
Goalie interference, maybe? No, I'm not sure what it is.
The chills that you feel on my back keep me filled with satisfaction when we're done. Satisfaction of what's to come.
Sing it, baby.
Stomp on the street when I hear funky. Baby, just think about the groove. Sing it.
Grooves in the heart.
Treat yourself well every day with the pure, fresh taste of Dasani.
27-year-old Mark Silliger. Watch here.
Watch 84 reach back. He's got his rear end, the south end of his body up on the crossbar, knocked the net off the mooring, and a very sharp-eyed referee made the call.
And the penalty will be for delay a game for doing that at 16:02. Seidenberg gets it, which will give Latvia yet another power play opportunity. This is their fourth power play opportunity of the game. Nobody has a power play goal in this one. We've had even strength goals by both these teams. Germany able to get that 2-goal lead on the goals by Ustorf and Cawthon that came in the second period. No scoring since then. Reichel and Sasho had the first 2 goals of the game. It was 2-1 on a Secret's goal that came at 6:34 the first. That's as close as Latvia has been able to get in the game. In the corner, looking to set up this power play at the point. Ignatievs drops it near side. Cyprus, one of their scorers, working on the point, fanned on the centering pass. Golovskis able to get it back. Cyprus moves in. Top of the dot, goes back on top. Might as well shoot. Save Bay. Thought it had gone behind him. Silliger looked behind him, but it was in front of him as he had knocked it away. They get back on side. Cyprus drops it. Ignatiev whistled offside. Little hit here. Now the officials just want to keep these guys apart as it gets a little bit nasty here with time running out in the game.
You're absolutely right there. This Latvian team trying to find a power play goal, but this German team is not backing up at all. Ehrhoff, number 10, he's been trying to knock people around. He's a scrappy defenseman.
Germany short-handed will clear that one out. 47 seconds left to go. Latvia on the power play. They've had back-to-back power plays here, but not much off it. Vidalines had the puck stripped. Short-handed the other way. Kirchner moved it in. Kirchner got taken out. Puck picked up by Sorokins. Sorokins cleared it near side. Vidalines dropped it off. Again, a centering pass blocked intended for Vidalines, and that's going to be cleared out by Goldman. Artur Zerbe. He's only going to get one Olympic game under his belt, this one, because his club, Latvia, is not going to move on. The Germans will join Belarus out of this preliminary round, move into the second round robin feature. Stripped of the puck on the far side. Ustorf got it. Penalties are over. Little takedown. There's another one coming.
Yeah, that was a heads-up play by the German team. As Seidenberg came out of the penalty box, he went for the long bomb, and the defenseman, the veteran, Matissens, went over and he got caught. So he had to reach out and hook him, or there would have been a breakaway. You know, this German team now, and they will advance, they have 2 pretty good players that can join them, and they're both playing tonight against each other. San Jose's Marco Sturm and in Edmonton, Jochen Hecht. They're playing against each other in this game. They'll be playing and coming to see this German club and maybe make them a little bit better.
Hecht has not played. He was not released to come for the early round. Marco Sturm came for 1 game. Did not pick up any points in that one. But now the National Hockey League will be shutting it down for the remainder of the Olympics. And that will allow the NHL players to get here. So those 2 will be joining Germany, and Germany indeed is going to move on. They've got their 4th power play of the game here with this 4-1 lead. Ehrhoff along the near side, number 10, is able to hold it in, dumped deep by Hines. Wayne Hines into the middle. Latvia will move it out short-handed. Perch got turned around, but they might as well chase it the other way. There's no killing off the penalty here that means anything. Take some shots, see what they can do against Silliger, and just hope for a couple of hops here short-handed. Rambuka tries to do that, glove down. Silliger wants that clock to keep going. He's saying, let me find a way to get rid of this puck. And he did.
And the Latvian coach said, you know what? Germany's the best disciplined team of this prelim round, and has that ever proven true here again?
Zerbe tried to help pull in the clear. Kuntz came in and held it in. We're looking at the time remaining in the game end on the power play. Short-handed. Latvia again. Moved down the middle. No dice. Panieves got tied up and taken out of the play. Ehrhoff was all over him as he went to the back of the net. Came back to pick up the stick. Still loose along the near side wall. Germany will move it out of there. Both comes to the red. Fakes the shot. Waits for a little help. Maziniot's cutting, will go behind the net to get it. Dropped it off.
That German bench is just celebrating like they are so happy over there, Gary. They are absolutely exploding as this time winds down here. Silliger, the goaltender, just came up huge for his team. We mentioned Sturm and the Hecht will join the team, as well Olaf Kolzig, the Washington Capitals goaltender. Congratulations to this German team. At times, the defensive style was somewhat slow, but it worked for them. They had enough offense to get 4 goals. And what a tournament they've had. And that young man in goal, Silger, was just fabulous once again. The Latvian team, it's a great story. It's one of the last times we'll ever see the old Soviet style of hockey. Puck possession, and think of nothing but skill level. And I think times will change regarding the Olympics and that style of play.
They go through the line for the handshake as Germany